So hello, welcome back to the Man Cave. So today is a video I was going to edit and make a big fuss over, to be honest, until I realised that I don't have the software that I used to have on my computer anymore, unfortunately, because I've been making videos on my phone for the past 6 months. So I decided the easiest way around this, without it being a nightmare for editing, would be to do a live stream and basically just brave it and give you guys an idea on what I've been up to in the last couple of days in regards to this modification on the PlayStation Classic. Now, I'm really impressed. I've had a really good couple of days. I've spent maybe 8 or 9 hours, which I know is an incredible amount of time, but being off for the summer holidays, I've got the time to spend on things like this, and obviously no better time now than obviously when I go back in September. Unfortunately, the time won't be there. So yeah, really had a lot of fun. It did take a while to get my head around it. For some reason, I couldn't get the code to work at first. And then I decided, you know, given the code wouldn't work and all these packs wouldn't work that I kept downloading, I thought, why not learn from scratch how to do this properly and to do it in a way that you can have every single game that you want and you can have it looking the way that you want, even sounding the way you want. I've got all the sound effects that I wanted as well. Which is pretty cool. The only thing I don't have on this current one that you can see at the moment is the 3D popping artwork. I know it looks like it's 3D, but there's like a sort of like poppy 3D artwork that you can get, and I've got all those thumbnails on my computer, but for some reason I can't get it to work on the system at the moment, but I'm confident I'll crack that in the future. So yeah, basically I've been playing around. I've got 2 different USBs, both for 64 gig. One I got off Amazon for £7, the other I bought from Curry's, which is a SanDisk one, that cost me 15 quid, so a bit more, but the thing with SanDisk, tend to run better and they are a lot more reliable, especially if you want to run something as technical as a system like this on a USB stick. So yeah, I didn't really want to cop out really and just buy one of these things, one of these weed or crack packs, whatever they're called. What names they are using for these packs is unbelievable. I'm not sure why they use such crude names, but yeah, they're on Amazon, eBay, you name it, you can buy them for 20 quid, 30 quid. And basically, you've got a USB with all the games on it. But the issue is, you can't customize it to a degree like I have, you know, make it really personalized and make it something you really want. And like I say, the look and the feel and the sound as well. This is the best model I've come up with. This is the best build so far on my USB stick, and I've got, like I say, another USB with another build. The difference of the two, this is AutoBleem, the other one is BleemSync. Now they're 2 different programs. AutoBleem, it's a bit more updated. Think of it kind of like OBS versus Streamlabs. Basically, there's, you know, a big difference on the kind of things that you can do and what obviously it's capable of. But this is by far the best build that I have, and if you listen to the sounds, they're pretty cool. Yeah, everything pops out, the sounds make a lot of sense to sort of like Sony PlayStation. Obviously the background is very much 90s nostalgia. It's got me written all over it in regards to how it looks. It just really is a sort of feeling and capsule going all the way back to the sort of mid to late 90s, when gaming for me was, you know, absolutely the best. And obviously I've got most of my fond memories back then in the obviously mid to late 90s on the PlayStation 1. So I'm really chuffed. I've been playing loads of games. I just want to say how well it runs. I've been playing Resident Evil 3. It's been running like as good as you'd expect anything to run. I'd say even as good as a PC. Probably slightly better in terms of speed than the PlayStation 1. But in terms of modifying it and obviously, you know, emulating these games to be as close as damn it's the original, I'm really impressed because they run so well and they look and they feel how they should really. And obviously having the PS1 controller, having the design where obviously, you know, the PlayStation Classic resembles a PlayStation 1, it feels authentic when you're playing the games. It feels natural. It doesn't feel like you're playing a Raspberry Pi. It actually does feel and look like you're playing an original PlayStation 1. Just with convenience, obviously you've got the HDMI output. It's very small, compact and light. You can take it wherever you want. and obviously now thanks to the modification, obviously you can play as many games as you want. There's about, originally there were 100 and something titles on this. I've narrowed it down to the ones I wanted. I've got about 70 games on this at the moment, but like I say, I'd rather have the games I want to play rather than just having a massive library for the sake of it. And I want it to perform very well as well. I don't want to obviously, you know, overdo the USB drive. There's a couple of things I want to tweak, like sound on 1 or 2 of the games. Now, it's not bad or anything like that. It's just, it sort of echoes a little bit, and I think you can do something with sound codecs. So I'm going to sort of like delve into the coding, the sound codecs, and obviously the settings of this, obviously AutoBleem, and see what I can do to sort of like fine tune the experience. But so far so good. I mean, everything runs really well. Like I say, there's no lag, no issues, there's no breakup or anything major anyway. I mean, it runs really, really well. So yeah, really cool. Like I say, it wasn't plain sailing in the beginning. For some reason I couldn't get anything to mod my PlayStation Classic, to soft mod it, so you need to flash it to make a start before you can add any games and stuff. And I was just struggling to do that until I watched quite a few hours worth of video on YouTube, and then I got to know, like I say, BleemSync. I got to know where all the thumbnails were, all the bits and pieces, all the sound pieces, and obviously I've come up with this nice little design. Now, the background isn't mine. That was designed by someone on Reddit. So obviously they've designed that and they've done an amazing job. So thank you whoever designed this on Reddit. It really is, you know, amazing. But in terms of the games and the layout and the bits and pieces, and the plans I've got going forward in terms of the thumbnails, that is something I'm doing myself, because like I say, I want to customize it the best that I possibly can. So we'll start with a game just to give you an idea of how it runs. I'll probably just play some footage of some FMV sequences, but I will give you an idea of how it looks. So what is really cool, I want to mention as well, we've got Parasite Eve. Obviously that was obviously American and Japanese only, so it's really cool to have that and be able to play it very easily now, because I have got the Japanese version of that game, but playing it on a chip PS1 to then get it to HDMI, blah blah blah, to get it to live stream, it is such a pain, and it probably wouldn't be possible, to tell you the truth, because it is composite, and it's component and HDMI only on my capture card. So now I can finally live stream these games that before I couldn't live stream. So, you know, it's opening up so many different possibilities. And I'm getting Resident Evil 1.5, which is an unreleased game. Again, unreleased titles. And I've got Thrill Kill as well, which is obviously a game that was banned. And obviously that's now on my PlayStation Classic, which is amazing. So we'll start Tomb Raider 2. It's a good game to play, you know, 3D wise. It's also a good game to show off the FMV sequences and obviously how good the sound is whilst this is obviously playing. So like I say, I'll keep the FMV running, just to give you an idea of how smooth it obviously all runs. Tomb Raider 2 is actually a game I need to come back to. I was playing it on the PlayStation little screen. So I've got a little PS1 wheel, a little PS1 screen, and I was playing that about 6 months ago. I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game, so I really need to get back to this game. And it might be easier just skipping forward on the PlayStation Classic, and obviously playing it again, which obviously will be amazing to play again. Now, the cool thing about the PlayStation Classic, as you'll know, you can actually sort of resume where you're playing, so you don't even have to save the game, which is amazing. You can just obviously come out of the game, it will save it wherever you were positioned, and you can start another game and another and another. You can just continuously play games and come in and out instantaneously, which obviously makes it so unbelievably convenient and attractive to play in this way. It's just really, really cool. It's one of the things I realised very early on, that, you know, why would I play a PlayStation Classic other than the HDMI and having the games on obviously one system? I realised very quickly it was because of the convenience of popping in and out of games. And now obviously we've got every title we need or want. It's, you know, the experience is, you know, it's just tenfold in terms of how much better it is. As you can see, it's really smooth. Everything runs, you know, as you'd expect. Sounds pretty good. So what we're going to do now is reset, obviously, the PlayStation Classic. It will bring us out to the main menu, and it will give us the option to resume the point. So obviously, we can resume where we've basically left off. So that's saved now. We can basically click on it to go back, or reset again to go back to the main menu and start another game if need be. But it'll always save you at that resume point, which is pretty cool. Which, like I say, is one of the most amazing parts of having a system set up like this. So we can come out, Thrill Kill, which is a banned game. We can just click on that and start the game. I remember when it were banned and everyone tried to get a copy of it, but it were a nightmare. But we finally have it, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever played it. I've only ever really seen it on YouTube. I've never actually played it. Yeah, I've never actually played this game. I've only ever seen it on YouTube. Yeah, I can definitely tell why it was banned. I mean, it's laughable today, obviously, because of the graphics, but I can certainly see why it was banned in the 90s. Parasite Eve, Gran Turismo. Really cool that we've got Future Cop. I love that game. But I actually own all these games because I've got a massive PS1 catalogue. So in terms of legal rights and stuff, I own the games. So, which is quite important to mention, really, that if you are going to do this, to cover yourself, obviously, especially if you're a collector, just make sure you own the games. So, Ace Combat 2. It's an awesome game by Namco. Obviously, this is my second build. Previously, I was showing you, obviously, the AutoBleem. This is BleemSync, which is an older version. But this is a more sort of simplistic setup that I've got running on the PlayStation Classic. Very simplistic. I actually really like this setup because of that reason. There's not too many games. At the same time, the artwork and the layout, it's just quite nice. So, and really cool to see a Final Fantasy VII sort of layout. I think that looks pretty cool. It's really stunning, but at the same time, it's simplistic, so it's really, really nice. These are the games I've got on. I've got some of the original games as well, as you can see. But then games like Medieval, Resident Evil 3, which I've been playing, like I say, loads of this game on this PlayStation Classic. It's just been running so unbelievably well, so really, really cool. Silent Hill, original Tomb Raider. So give you an idea what this plays like, and then I'll obviously go on Resident Evil 3 and give you an idea of how that looks as well. Tomb Raider, like I say, the look and feel, it's just really, really awesome. Everything how you'd expect it to be. So I'll probably come out of this and see what the main menu's like as well. Exit to title. So what's important to me about this game is that the original music is intact. So I absolutely love Nathan McCree, the composer, so quite vital to me to have the music intact on the game whilst it's playing. Because you can have the issue with some of these ROMs and ISOs, sometimes the music can be missing, and normally it's just a technical hitch. It's just something as simple as the tracks not being included, so you need to watch out for that, like I say, if you are modding your PlayStation Classic, because that can happen time to time. So we'll go back, we'll come out of this, save that resume point, loads of sound effects from Final Fantasy VII, really, really cool. But we'll go back into one of the other games. So, as I say, I've got really far on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I've been having loads of fun playing this as well. I was actually playing this whilst my other USB build was building. So, we'll have a look around, and like I say, I'll give you an idea on how, how well the game runs, really. It's been no different at all to the original on the PlayStation. It just runs really, really well.
Carlos, I don't believe it. You're alive.
I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this town.
What are you talking about? We made it!
You don't get it. They have no intention of letting us make it back alive. Do you really think we can trust their great evacuation plan? Huh, it's just a piece of paper.
Get the hell out of here! Great! Get the hell out of here!
It's just so much easier to do this. There's no loading, no swapping of discs. And that's, like I say, what makes it so, unbelievably convenient. And as you can see, no matter what you play, you know, it runs really, really well, and the sound's great, and graphically it just looks how it should. Never really been a fan of emulation in the past. I've always wanted to own the original games and play it on the original hardware. But, you know, as time goes on, these emulators, you know, are becoming just closer and closer to the real thing, and it's just great. And like I say, there is a reason and a market for it, and it's just utter convenience, and that's really what does it. And for me, as long as they look and sound and feel the way they should, like I say, in this little setup with a PlayStation Classic, that's all that matters to me. The one thing I wouldn't do with the PlayStation Classic is play any other consoles on it, so like N64 or Mega Drive. I'd keep it strictly for PlayStation, because for me, you know, that's what makes it kind of, at least what gives it the authentic feel, if you know what I mean. And that, like I say, is important to me. So again, we can just save that, start another game. And this is just how cool it is, you know. It really does impress me, just how easy it is to come in and out of games and genres as well. I mean, you just go from one game to something completely different. So this is my first build that I did with the Final Fantasy VII background and all the FF7 different sound effects. There's only 30 games on this, so you've got the original 20 and then a further 10 just to keep it really simplistic. So this is, like I say, my first build, and we'll go back and I'll show you my second build just to compare the two. If you've got different builds on different USBs, turn the console off and it'll go orange, and what you want to do is put the USB in, then leave it for 10 seconds, then turn it on for it to go green. That's the recommendation I'd give you in terms of just ensuring that it reads the data really, and obviously everything boots up correctly. So I've shown you the first build. We've gone back to the second build again, which obviously is my favourite build of them all, just because there's far more games and it's far more customizable, and I think it's pretty cool, and at the same time really neat. So pretty cool. These are all the games. Just give you an idea. That's disc 2 if you want to know why there's 2 copies. Some are all combined, so you can swap the disc while you're actually on the ROM. So some are, like I say, some are combined and you can actually select the disc whilst you're on the one ROM. Some are separate, but what I find is you don't find too many separate, which I think is quite important, because I think it can look a bit too messy if there's, you know, too many, let's say disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and you've got loads of different artwork. I think for me that can look a little messy, but fortunately we don't have that issue really here. As you can see, some amazing titles from the PlayStation 1 era, and some funny titles as well, some that weren't released. Absolute belters like Tony Hawk's, Twisted Metal, Resident Evil 2, one of my favourite games of all time, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing. And the cool thing is, it doesn't end there. I can continue to customise it. Like I say, I'm going to be looking at getting some 3D artwork so it pops out a little more. I might play around with sound effects. I'm going to add some really niche titles and some demos. And like I say, the possibilities are endless, and that's what makes it so exciting and so cool to mod the PlayStation Classic. So I want to say a big thank you for watching, guys. Thank you to everyone that supports my channel. Please like if you enjoyed the video. Give me a nice little thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you in some form. If you've got any questions about the build, just obviously let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to do a tutorial, I just don't have the time, and if I'm honest, I'm just not up to doing a tutorial. It's going to be a massive video if I were to do that. You'd be looking at probably a day's worth of editing. So if you've got any questions on how to actually do this, if you've got any questions on problem solving, please hit me a comment in the comment section. I'll be very happy to help you. But like I say, I won't be doing an official tutorial due to just, you know, time restrictions really. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, The Man Cave UK. I'm Gareth from The Man Cave. As always, I'll be back again very soon. Take care.